Well, if you commute to downtown Chicago for work, your life is about to change. City planners have decided to move buses and bikes ahead of cars. In this original report, we take a look at whether traffic nightmares will be in the city's future or if this bus rapid transit will actually make traffic flow more smoothly. During Chicago's other season, construction season, street after Chicago street are being torn up. We noticed crews digging up loop streets week after week with no seeming plan. Then we started digging and found a city plan to radically alter the heart of the loop. Peter Scozzi is with the Metropolitan Planning Commission.
Of the people in vehicles, half of those people are in buses already. So this improvement is going to speed the movement of half of the people that are in vehicles today.
What would you tell drivers who are coming to Chicago, who come to Chicago every day and have to work in the loop and may not have the opportunity to take a train?
Honestly, I'm not sure that there's going to be the incremental inconvenience is going to be that great. Driving is still a viable option for those who have no other choice.
Dedicated bus lanes down the middle of streets like Washington and Madison, and adding new bicycle-only lanes from the bus lane to the curb on those streets, greatly reducing available lanes for drivers. As for the bicycle lanes, in a city where severe weather limits their full-year use,
folks in their 20s or so are moving to cities where they don't need to own a car. Owning a car is pretty expensive, and so if they can get around in ways other than owning a car, they will choose a city based on that factor. Part of what Chicago is doing here is preparing itself for a future workforce.
The bus rapid transit plan will cost $32.5 million and will be in full use by mid-2015. Rebecca Scheinfeld with the City Department of Transportation says it's all about appealing to the city's growing young workforce.
We're dealing with limited space in the downtown, and we see an economy that is revitalizing. We have more and more businesses locating in the loop, and there's continued demands on the space. So how do we use that space efficiently and innovatively? We need to make sure that people have options so that it's not a lot of additional drivers coming in.
Take a look at this mess here. 3 lanes shut down, traffic slowed to a crawl, and a fence erected along the entire block. Now, aside from the fence, which will eventually come down, this will be the new normal along Washington and other streets in the loop, driving home the point that cars are no longer welcome here.
We barely couldn't get through now. Look at it now. We can't drive down here now.
I would not be very pleased. Maybe we should have a petition.
I don't think it'll be any worse than it is right now.
Hate it, especially downtown Chicago. It's crazy. I guess I'll be on one of the buses then.
I think it's better for the environment. I think it's better for the congestion that we experience downtown. So overall, I think it's good for the community.
In case you're wondering why the streets are being torn up so badly right now, because of the project, the city apparently told businesses like ComEd, AT&T, and People's Gas that they needed to do upgrades to their underground infrastructure now, because once the bus and bike lanes are running, they don't want those companies tearing up the streets in the loop.